the UFC's comfortable. Just round people up at the behest of ICE.
Do you see what the Eagles is doing?
Talking about how we needed to make it from Jurassic Park. I mean, they have break battles and car shows and now they're working on our next podcast.
Right, Harry.
The building destroyed on record that I was the first one to record Darnell. I was like, I'm not everybody in the mama. We need it. I know,
What up? We are back. It is the Build and Destroy show. Wicked Meticulous and High Rise here reporting live on a sunny afternoon with a cat. The cat was saying hi but looking shy. Well, I think we should start with our local hip hop news that you have to give.
Okay. I know we had some bitter and some sweet. So we'll start off the show by paying respects to a very well-known Tacoma individual who just recently passed this last week, Peter Chase. He was a Wilson High School graduate. He was sort of like, maybe you could describe him as a street activist, had a foundation. He was an author. I think he might have even wrote some screenplays, but he worked in the sort of nonviolence community of Tacoma with youth, and even alongside the powers that be. I know he had done some I don't know what you would call it, but consultation maybe, or trying to aid police and making sure that they're more equitable in dealing with youth and Tacoma kids and stuff like that. So he did a lot of cool stuff around here, and a lot of people knew him, and he had a family, and I think we all on here knew him at least a little bit one way or the other. So just RIP, man, and much love to and comfort to your family. And anybody that's listening, drop a comment, say something positive about local legend Peter Chase.
Yeah, well, rest in peace to him. I didn't know him at all, really. I met him really one time, probably about 9 months ago. And, I was just doing hitting a brew run, walking back from the store. And he called me over. And we sat and talked. I probably talked to him for at least 30, 40 minutes. Yeah, and he was cool. He was telling me about his programs and stuff. So yeah, just sentiments of what you're saying. He was definitely into helping out the community, and in that short time that I spoke with him, he definitely expressed that clearly. So
he really represented Hilltop to the fullest. We should say that. Well-known Hilltop man. Girl dad.
Yeah, so rest in peace.
Yeah.
To him, for sure.
Yep.
What's your other news?
Remind me.
What did you do yesterday?
Oh. The joy was overshadowed by the sorrow there for a second, but on a much happier note, a note full more of life. I took the fam and we were graciously invited to Double B's wedding. So down in Olympia. Unfortunately, like we were busy. My daughter had a like a volleyball team banquet, so we actually missed the wedding and just went to the reception. So we kind of crashed the wedding. But you know, you can only be so many places at once. But it was awesome. It was a nice reception down in Olympia on the waterfront. He had a little place rented, just simple, a little room, some tables, catered. DJ, shout out DJ Trademark. Shady B was up in there. Smoke, uh, been on the show, was there. Um, some other artists that had done stuff in the bridge before. Heretic, Ethan, I think Ethan Trucker, I think is his name, musician guy, and we stayed. You know, we stayed pretty late, a little eating and dancing in, and it wasn't incredibly hip hop. There wasn't like any like rappers rapping, but it had cool. He had cool things to do. He had like a you could vote on the baby's middle name. He had three. There was three choices, and everybody could go make a choice, and he revealed the winner at the end of the night, so people could really have a stake in his. Oh yeah. So by the way, I mean, I guess that would mention that either him and his wife are expecting. So
All right. Well,
happy
that's
thing, happy times down there in Oli
good.
for our friend Double B.
Yeah. Shout out to him. All right. Well, I guess I want to talk about I want to talk about the Layzie Bone interview yesterday. Since I know you didn't see it, I might as well kind of give the standout things. So it was on Drink Champs.
Now, one sec before we just go, this is going to be dumb, but I want to confirm that I know which, I think I know which one Layzie Bone is. So I just want to confirm it. Um, he's like Crazy Bones, the sort of like dark, deeper voiced one.
Yeah.
And busy Bone is the
Yeah.
guy, right?
Yeah.
So Layzie's like, okay, I know which one he is. Kind of like a lighter skinned one. Braids.
If this is how you break down who you remember who it is, yes.
Okay. Not the chubbier guy.
No.
Yeah, I know exactly who he is. Yeah, he did stuff with Outlaws and all of them. Yeah, he's dope. He's probably my second favorite one. What about you?
Well,
Where do you place him?
Well, I wouldn't break it down like that. So
He's not your favorite?
well, like I said, I wouldn't break it down like that. I like Bone Thugs and Harmony as a group. Like it's one of my favorite groups growing up. So I wouldn't necessarily just break it down into favorites because they all play a part, and it's a harmonizing group.
Yeah.
No, this interview, for me, it has more lasting impact on things that he explained. And as far as kind of age-wise, I got a better idea of his timeline. But yeah, I guess my biggest takeaways, I would say first and foremost, is the group is full forcedly coming with an album at some point. I saw video footage of it before, but he confirmed it. They're going on tour with Wu-Tang.
I didn't know that.
Finishing up their, yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So, finishing up the rest of their.
That's a cool combination.
Look, I wish that they would have had that when they came to Seattle. 'Cause I don't think they was on that. It was
No.
just straight Wu-Tang.
It was.
I'd have went to that and paid the money for Wu-Tang and Bone Thugs. So, the closest show, they only have like 3 West Coast shows. I think there's one in like Sacramento. There's one in like Arizona. I don't even think there's one in LA. Like they just kind of avoided the majority of the West Coast and like picked like 2, maybe 3 little spots. And the rest of it is straight East Coast and a little bit of Midwest, like Chicago, and I can't remember the other spots. But smart people, please look on the damn tour, because Bone Thugs is not on all the shows. Don't make sure
For the
you
Wu-Tang date?
Yeah, they're not on every single one. So if you look at the website, I think it's a Live Nation. It has like little asterisks or a little caret mark next to shows that don't have Bone Thugs. There's only a couple, and then there's a different symbol for shows that are festival shows as opposed to just straight up Wu-Tang concert. So like one of the ones in, I think in maybe the Sacramento show, is like a festival. So it wouldn't be like you're going to see Wu-Tang and Bone Thugs. No, Wu-Tang is just one act at the festival, and Bone Thugs ain't gonna be there. So look at the festival. What you think that's just for us where we're at, the Northwest, the closest shows. If someone in our audience is interested in trying to hit one of those.
So they're working on an album. They're on tour, so they're more together than they've been in a minute.
Mm-hmm. And it's just interesting hearing him talk more about being the business leader, because from my understanding, Busy Bone is the youngest. I know that.
Okay.
But then Layzie Bone is like the second youngest. But for him to kind of take leadership role, I guess, you always think of like the older person is going to be the leader. Like the RZA or Jizza, like they're just a couple, maybe if it's only a year or 2 older, it seems like that responsibility type falls on with them, especially if you're a group like getting signed and dealing with contracts and shit like that.
Especially when they started super young too.
Yeah. Why would the 17-year-old have more say than the 19-year-old?
He's smart, must be smart and trustworthy.
No, so that was some of the insight that I kind of got and gathered, and just it made me also remember a little bit more about how many projects they were doing back then, because I remember the Mo Thugs family tapes, like them CDs. He had a couple with just him and Busy. He had a few by himself. Like
he's got a few with the Outlaw people.
Like, so yeah, so he was like putting out mad independent shit, and then he was speaking about it though by talking about the different people in the business that he had to deal with, and so it's just interesting to hear that side of it. You never hear really an artist talk about actually.
Were they trying to get him to spill the beans on or talk about like Eazy-E's financial histories and with them and stuff?
No,
Ruthless.
I mean, they didn't even get to go into that, because he's like, like we were just getting started as a group. Like we were just getting going, and then Eazy-E dies. Like it said that they knew that he had gotten sick, but like the progression on the time where they knew he was sick to when he died was like 3 or 4 months. I feel like he said like it was hella fast.
That's what everybody says.
So, yeah, and then he was like, at that point, the owners of the business, his wife, and then whoever else, they was arguing over money. So they just got caught up in all of that to where, yeah, Eazy-E was supposed to take care of him, but once he dies, ain't nobody else really care about you like he did.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it was definitely interesting.
Damn.
All right.
Is that your favorite hip hop podcast?
Drink Champs?
Or is Cam and Mace?
Well, Cam and Mace is a sports show, technically.
Yeah.
Drink Champs, I don't know.
The one I used to like a lot, they really slowed down and stopped doing stuff. They haven't had an episode since like a month ago or so. So the one Ep one,
Yeah.
they're not doing it anymore, I don't think.
Well, they're both extra busy.
I guess so. They're doing other stuff though. So that's just not something that they want to keep doing, I guess.
We're going to see if my other card got space here. Well, our next topic, since you did watch it, is the Jay-Z freestyle, even though you only got a chance to watch it once.
Yeah. Well, I thought it was super nerdy. Like a real poetry bar lyric type of open mic thing. So I kind of like stuff like that a little bit because you could press rewind and catch multiple sort of meanings. Was that just in, but I didn't really get why it was such a big deal. I mean, it was just like a acapella, I think, basically. But was that in between, just, I would assume, in the middle of his set at the Roots picnic?
Yeah, I think it was in the middle, or might even been the beginning. I'm not sure, but I know it was more the significance of some of the bars were shots at people. I mean, yeah. He clearly went at Dame Dash. He said something, teeth falling out of your mouth. Like, he said that clear as day.
Yeah.
And then the other two that I heard clear, there could have been more, but was he said Quest introduced me to Jaguar.
Yeah, why I'm still talking.
And he's in the Roots. He's playing the drums. So he's like looking at him when he says it. Like that, to me, that is one of the most put together, like, thought, like, advanced forward thinking. If you know you haven't rapped in a long time, your first show is going to be the Roots picnic, and you're saving up this freestyle where you're actually going to be getting, it's not a, throwing darts back at people and actually, addressing some of the controversy that people talked about. So for him to even say the name, like, to me, it was clever and very advanced thinking, if you can, strategic is what I would say.
Yeah, definitely. I caught that. That was maybe the dopest part.
And then the last part was going at Drake. I didn't listen to all the Drake stuff, so it was so, like,
Yeah, I just heard people say that he was going at Drake, but I couldn't really tell what was actually aimed at Drake. I couldn't say, but
Well, I could
I
hear
heard him.
that part. As
You
far as
did?
Jay-Z, I just didn't hear none of none of Drake's original stuff that because I didn't listen to it. So I knew people were writing
Oh
about
yeah.
he went
Oh, I
at
see what you
everyone
mean.
from DJ Khaled to Rick Ross to Jay-Z, like he really had went at everyone on the Iceman or whatever. But I
Got
didn't
it.
hear that. But I heard this part, and I guess on Iceman he has a song called "The Jig Is Up,"
Mm.
or he says that in a line somehow. I don't know. Either it's the name of the song or he says it like prominently in a song.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay.
So he used that in his bar,
Yeah.
quoting it. The jig is up. And then he talks about
Mm.
uh, I'm up 10 something something. Niggas looked up to me. I ain't never look up to them. Like that was hard though
Yeah.
because that's
True.
yeah. A lot of rappers looked up to Jay-Z. He's not gonna
Definitely.
say he looks up to Drake or Kanye or anyone.
No.
So that bar technically could be disposable for anyone.
I know. It's like I think a lot of the times stuff is like, yeah, it can kind of be aimed at whoever the audience wants it to. Sometimes, unless it's really a name drop. He definitely talked about and Un's R.I.P.
He didn't die.
Lance Rivera's not.
He is not dead.
Oh,
He
okay.
been on he been on Cam and May show. Or he been on Cam's second show, the Talk with Flea or one of them.
Oh, okay. Well, he called him out for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, I think as far as the Drake stuff or anyone else, he was getting more very meta with kind of rephrasing or reusing their own words, so to speak.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah. But this other thing though that I also saw separate from that freestyle that I didn't mention before you watched it was I saw as part of his set he brought out Meek Mill,
Hmm.
which seemed appropriate if it's the Roots picnic in Philly.
True.
But to
True.
me, it's interesting that he brought he brought him out to do like he only did like one song, as opposed to him just being on the Roots picnic as a artist doing his own set.
Yeah. Or why wouldn't he bring out like people he's got more Philadelphia stuff with, like Beans or the Young Guns or somebody
Well, I
like
think he
the.
has it's more shows, so it wasn't. I don't think it was one day, as far as I'm.
Damn.
Maybe I should look it
The
up.
Roots picnic is like all weekend long now.
I don't know.
Oh, that's dope. You still on there?
It looks like it's today.
Today's
Erica
the.
Badu
Ooh.
and more.
So Saturday and Sunday for sure.
Yeah. So, but
That would be dope.
yeah, that's definitely a good thing for them to have. Their annual fest where they're hosting it and they're like the band, the house band,
Mm-hmm.
and really pretty much bringing whoever they want.
Yeah.
Like who they want to play with. Like to me, that's a good setup. And you're putting on for your own city? Like you're bringing all the dope artists to come watch them rock out?
Mm-hmm.
Like, we need some good gatherings like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, well, I think this is appropriate time. I do got 2 more topics. But at least to hit a little halftime break so I can
we'll
try to
stretch
clear
them
off.
Hit them up after the music.
Yeah, and so I can try to clear off just a little megabyte of this card. All right, folks, you know what it is. The Build and Destroy show. We're going to take our little halftime break. We got some music queued up. About 10 minutes is the appropriate measure of ingredients. We have a little mixture of things that you can find on the digital streaming platforms, or DSPs. Those will be your Spotify and your Apple Music and whatever stuff you listen to. But check it out.
No love relation, still famulation. Love forms the whole basis of famulation. If you run into some trouble, call famulation. Everything is all famulation. No blood relation, still famulation. Love forms the whole basis of famulation. If you run into some trouble, call famulation. Everything is all famulation.
In the midst of never forgetting love, but neglect what it was. Dialectic, diuretic, y'all busy rhyming for credit, but wrong reasons edit. Wow, what an exceptional lettuce. The headspace is larger than said grace. Parentheses with the emphasis on lead landscapes till they sick of me. Rendering many reasons for dealing energy over the beats. Brought to you by the syllable slickery. Phantom mysteries, subjective matter for centuries. Neglect the chatterer or battering viciously. Influential epiphanies to the 10th degree. It's the pimping of the massive sentences, this is key. I shouldn't have to defend what I've actually been. The past pretends I wasn't getting it in. Broke the trend of the bar graph with unprecedented bar class. The science isn't far from my craft.
No love relation, still famulation. Love forms the whole basis of famulation. If you run into some trouble, call famulation. Everything is all famulation. No blood relation, still famulation. Love forms the whole basis of famulation. If you run into some trouble, call famulation. Everything is all famulation.
I eat with the hyenas, fly with the eagles, ride with the riders, talk peace with all my peoples, allergic to evil. I am meaty like seagull, deaf like road with 4 gangbangers in a regal, driving illegal with no tats and insurance, endurance for 1 million rattlesnakes. I walk with the purists, black nuns, all black guns and stay loaded. I deal with a bunch of goons that speak decoded. Fuck the POTUS, we walk with tigers and dragons. I'm dragging a wagon of enemy eyes and laughing. King Jackson, tack master, black bastard. I elevate like UFOs. Fuck if you rap faster. I rap solid, no college but got degrees. Chopping niggas up like soft sausage with no cheese. Word to mama, I got the omelets. I hope you hungry. Bloody Sunday turning to Black Monday.
No love relation, still famulation. Love forms the whole basis of famulation. If you run into some trouble, call famulation. Everything is all famulation. No blood relation, still famulation. Love forms the whole basis of famulation. If you run into some trouble, call famulation. Everything is all famulation.
Chilling like a villain, but I'd rather be a hero. You won't find no cape on me though. There's 2 types of people, Craigs and Debos. We the squad, major league, call us A-team though. Soldiers of fortune for the fam. I'm so with the nonsense, dodging the dumb down. The bullshit is constant. I can count my real ones on one hand, and we've been making records since before one fam. 1 shot, 1 kill, hold the gun, don't jam. Super God talk, words ring through the land. Don Jimmy the GOAT, you see the kicks. That was over heads like a field goal miss. Left brain, right brain, you can say I'm mixed. Tax City arsonist with the spits. On or off land, I cut throats like pirates. May Dolly probably got another 100 bars that fit.
Adaptable. My crew, we gets down to business, and after the mission is finished, we kicks it. My crew, we get down to business, and after the mission is finished, we kicks it. We kicks it. We kicks it. My crew, we get down to business, and after the mission is finished, we kicks it.
In every cell, the atoms revolve around the nucleus, like the planets revolve around the sun. On me, you can come and get some. Oh, my knee, pod me, hum. My tongue is a gun. I'm about to let off one, let off some, let off on someone. My actual facts produce factual acts. My spats fracture your backs, wax have no counterattacks. Oh me, oh my, this guy ionize on my modus operandi. 365 times infinite. On your dean, or use a god on the job. Shake a 10 like you God, sham God. Any mushmouth MC get hit with a plus degree. Purpose plus desire equals 33.3 times infinity. Infinite creativity. You spit it acidic, you a reptilian lizard. Every line I rhyme is alkaline. God cipher divine, or when I go for mines. Rhymes by the oodles, aiming at y'all noodles. Third, I never blurry. Saw the hypocrisy of the reverend hella early. Had me feeling 7:30. Behold, my skull flow cold just like it snowed.
And I revolve around the table of blunt plasters, waking up the blue dreams. My fools be faking moves like green screens. My brother made a restaurant, her face turned red cause he lost his lease. Quoting scriptures from ancient Greece. I just roll 10 swishers and look at the pictures. Because the weed is much thicker.
Clown cars. Gluttonous, gullible, gobbling all of the bull. Your bullshit is unbelievable. Be gone, the gall you get makes you get got. I'm in like amen, a man on Amen Ra. My own may slay y'all, be that as it may. Me and May, be that as above, so below. My bellow beckons, idiot, too idiotic to get the idiom. I'm Khaled El-Amin with my you know what I mean. I'm ending y'all like fentanyl. When you all alone and you don't even have a best friend to call. I get so excited, I almost suicided. Atoms divided, molecules collided. Behold what is within. No break, all bend. Build and destroy Kalana pin. So cold with the pen. Bad, prosperous, pronounced preposterous. I've been there and did that. Went there and went back. Brought the buried treasure home in my backpack. On, and it's like that.
Yo, rough drafts led to shockingly smooth endings, and hot heads led to cool spending. Micronutrients led to mic grips, not dubious. Life slips away, the vice gets to play. Found localized in a global fray. Mobilized junctions in the clay. What was upwards was downwards. Once pondered with sound nerves. My nouns occur when I'm grounded to the earth. The resting place resembled that S shape. You question fate while the destined wait. Naked and not afraid till greatness has behaved. Calibrated egos from amalgamated peoples. Downgraded steeples, the town made it evil. Ears fortified lectures from a clean soul. Definite shooting that seems whole. Definite test of a prerequisite for my etiquette. Sacrificial lamb of rap style that never lived. Get the bid on the auctioneer with awkward tears. Locked in a sphere. Often I'm here. Catch me boxing the square. Yay!
A lot of people work. Yomo Kenyatta is called not a method-revolutionary, but an ex-revolutionary. So it's Papa Doc. They brought on successful revolution. That thing in under miles was a bit. Fancy freedom fighters, all that kind of action. What we saying is the end. But you don't judge Castro now. You can't do it. Nobody in this room can judge whether Castro's going to be a revolutionary or not. You know what I mean? We're talking about things, you know what I mean, China, the People's Republic, and even the states they in now, talking about even going on further into a communistic state. That's what we're talking about. Those
Earth on fire when it trying to start a riot, but a revolution and praying to the highest ain't the same as stacking up bullets and glass bottles and learning how to make cocktails, mixologists. We all stars, no astrologists, white dwarfs imploding, trying to suck us all up in. Hold your breath, save up oxygen. Whole world underwater, octopus, spark like flint rocks with pocket lint. Rage against the machine with a hotter flame. Stock trade on New York Stock Exchange. Prison labor strike, it's not a game. The common names we got deny those. And keep walking in line with a blindfold in a rat race. Grind till your mind's gone. You do you and we gon' You better watch your circle. The ones next to you try to hurt you. Think you dinner try to serve you. Patience is a virtue. You better watch your circle. The ones next to you try to hurt you. Think you dinner try to serve you. Patience is a virtue. Look, stay to myself, stay solid. Read books, absorb that knowledge. Self-taught, never went to college. My neighborhood ain't by Mr. Rogers. Since day one they trying to stop us. Hopping fences, ducking helicopters. Grew up playing cops and robbers. My own man grew up without my father. Don't cry now, why bother? I got sons and daughters. Teach them that honor. Respect life, not them dollars. Homie got hit with a chopper. Life is too short, is what it offers. Time to come proper. Feet kicked up in the office. You better watch your circle. The ones next to you try to hurt you. Think you dinner try to serve you. Patience is a virtue. You better watch your circle. The ones next to you try to hurt you. Think you dinner try to serve you. Patience is a virtue.
Yeah, we back at it once again. It is the Build and Destroy show. Let me reset this thing. Look. Crazy part is the card switcheroo just finished downloading, so you have to be patient for me to put the let me do this. Boom, yes. Delete. And we'll X out of that. We'll go over here. We'll say eject card. There we go. And then throw that guy in there. We see. What do we see? We're back at it.
Hey, yeah.
Got just enough time off the card to make it work. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Hit that subscribe button if you can.
Oh yeah, did you see the Spurs got into the finals?
Yeah, that was my next topic to talk about.
We are so in tune.
Shout out to Trey Titan 176 in the Chidnat. What's your thoughts on the current NBA Finals matchup?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, let's try to see if there's anything cool online about Peter Chase to read. But I'm hype. I love watching Wemby. To me, he's like must-see TV, you know? And I kind of was trying to pay attention a little bit to the sort of underlying storyline of how San Antonio kind of represented like hard-working basketball or like ethical hoops, they were even calling it. And how SGA with the flopping and manipulating the refs and the fouls, how people are just kind of relieved that got knocked off more by kind of like an honest ball, an honest type of ball. So, and I love watching Wemby. I think he is cool, you know, to watch. And he's good at multiple things. And he's like a good teammate, too, you know. I don't think people are necessarily bad teammates. Like, I don't think SGA is like a bad teammate. But sometimes he just seems like he's sort of lackadaisical, you know. just, too cool for school or whatever. But so I don't know. That's what I like. And I think, and it's cool that New York is in it. Like, I think that gives the world good energy, just like when New York people liking basketball and the Knicks. It's just fun. I can live vicariously through that. It always produces some good moments. So it should be a good one. I think
agree.
I'm kind of more excited than normal, actually, because I don't really like Oklahoma, and it's not even because they used to be the Sonics. Like, I literally don't like them even for other reasons. So, and I don't think SGA is bad, but doesn't mean I don't mean that like I would get excited to watch a game, even if he scores 40. So, yeah. What about you?
I mean, I definitely same as you. Must see TV as far as Wemby. I definitely do dislike the Oklahoma City Thunder. And I will say even more, the add-on is the Sonics. Or maybe the Sonics is the core and other things are add-ons. But I'm not going to deny I don't dislike them. That is definite a for sure reason. And I think it's valid. Yeah, and I don't know. I don't really like none of their players. Like, they all are on some weird shit. SGA be on some weird fashion shit. One dude paints his nails. Shit, I remember even a couple years ago they had him in the fucking whatever commercial. 3 of them. SGA, Holmgren, and I don't remember the third dude that was in it. Maybe it was J-Dub. I don't remember who it was.
Yeah, I think so, probably.
But they had him singing some weird song.
Mm-hmm.
Some girl song. It's like, man, these guys is weird, man. And then you get into the foul baiting and the flop city. Like, refs wearing SGA shoes. Like, man, there's a lot.
Wow.
To dislike. So
they're kind of like the New England Patriots of basketball.
I wouldn't even say that because they was smashing motherfuckers for years. So motherfuckers had plenty animosity because they was getting their ass whooped over and over and over. These motherfuckers won 1 championship. It's the first one in their history since they fucking came out of Seattle. So congratulations, motherfucker. Wait till the Sonics come back. We're going to bust that ass. Give us some good picks. Some good folks. You got to think, too. Now we got the type of folks that would be hungry and not just from a coaching standpoint, like the historical people that have played and worked here, but from the business side of things, people that got money and want to be in the ownership like team or queue. Like, I would look at them as like one of the teams, like how the Clippers motherfuckers figured out a way to get this motherfucker Kawhi Leonard some extra millions off the books.
Some people think Steve Ballmer might be one of the people that are trying to buy the Sonics. I mean the Seahawks.
Yeah, I did hear they was selling.
Because it's like there's literally not that many people that has that much enough money to do it.
Hey, he can't own 2 NBA teams, so if he can get the NBA and the Seahawks, I'm sure all the money he spent on the Clippers, he ain't trying to sell that just to get the Sonics, or maybe he could, because he did spend a lot of money in the building. That's besides paying all these fucking players ridiculous money.
Yeah, no, I think he can afford. He don't have to sell the Clippers. He could do it with. He's got
Because they got a salary cap like doubling, I think, next year or the year after. Like by the time the Sonics get here, like the salary cap is going to be double what it is now.
Wow. Damn. Because that's in like 2 years.
Yeah.
Year. Holy shit.
So that opens it up to where it'll be a crazy Wild Wild West kind of first couple years of how much money are you willing to pay a top-notch person.
Interesting.
Yeah, because right now, who's the top paid person? Jaylen Brown got the $300 million for like 6 years or 5 years. So that's 50 or 60 million a year either way. So, I mean, it's gonna get to 100 million a year real fast for the top person. Think about it if Giannis does like a 1-year deal with someone, and then he has another turnaround, but he has a full season of being healthy, so he's like super strong and puts up hella good stats. He can get that 100 million.
He could.
There's only a couple people that I think could actually get that, but it's gonna come.
Man.
Think in fucking 50 years, 100 million will be the player minimum.
Yeah.
The ball boy is getting 10 million a year.
Mm-hmm.
Motherfuckers that wipe up the sweat when you fall, go mop up the sweat real quick. Yo, they millionaires too.
Well, everything will be more, so it'll even out.
Eggs will be $100.
Yeah.
Gas is $200 a gallon.
Probably, and then they'll just get so high they'll just slash the last 2 zeros off, and it'll just go back down.
Oh, you mean they slash 2 zeros off your bank account?
Off everything.
Off of everyone's bank account.
Yeah, and and if all of a sudden eggs is like $1,000, they'll just say eggs are $1,000 is $100, and yeah, everything gets probably zeroed out sooner or later, I would think.
Well,
Just
get
cap
you
it
some
out.
Bitcoin.
Capitalism.
That's all I could say. You can do other investments, but they're all tied to the dollar. Well, actually, that's something I just hopped on. Unrelated topic. Was the Robinhood. So, I already got, cryptos and all that, but I don't really have no stocks or anything, or except for, my retirement, but that's not like personal picking stocks. It's just like you get like
index.
Yeah. You get like 10 choices that you can pick from. And so, yeah, I finally opened up that and started messing around with that, talking to this dude at the store who runs the store. He be too into it, man. He needs to learn how to set it and forget it.
Mm-hmm. He tries to do short-term gains.
He be moving his money faster than you should.
Yeah.
And I was asking him, like, man, what are you paying in fees and shit and like taxes? And because long-term gains is I think it's 6 months or longer. It might even be 12. I'll have to look back at the rules. I think it's 12 months that you have to have held it to where it becomes a long-term investment. And I think that's taxed at like 12%. whereas the short-term investment is taxed at like 20-25%.
Ooh.
But
Big
it's only on your profits, but still, that's cutting down your profits. If you made $50, 25% is $12.50. Now you got $35 or 37, something like that. $37.50. So, but yeah, it's definitely I was just looking at my bank account, my savings account. I got these different accounts at different banks because of car loan and
Yeah.
but every bank that I have, that I get a loan or something at, I try to set up an account there too, like a checking account or a savings account. And just put something in there, $100,
Right.
$200. Just to have different accounts spread out. So, but then I started looking at their different statements. Like some of them do pay a little bit of interest.
Mhm.
Like one of my accounts, it pays higher interest than my certificate of deposit at a different bank, just in the regular savings account. So it's like,
Yeah.
so I just been thinking and looking at all that shit and seeing where my money. I'm pretty good at budgeting, so I know where my money goes as far as expenditures. But now, as far as growing money and saving, like, to me, it's not difficult to save money, but that money's just sitting. It's like having money under your mattress.
Yeah. You only need so much under your mattress. It doesn't grow.
Yeah, it's like it's just sitting there, and that's the way rich folks do. They put their money to work. That's what stocks and all that shit is for. You have to be wise about it, but most people get fucked up in that shit is because they, like you said, trying to make money real quick, do like a quick flip instead of thinking of it as actual long-term investment.
Yeah, the wise thing is to just hold
Yeah, set it and forget it.
for like 50 years, 70, yeah, even forever, and just keep passing it to your kids, and just never, only withdraw if you have an emergency. And just know that the market goes like this. Oh, crash. Oh, really? Whatever. Oh, crash. Really? Whatever. Oh, crash. Oh, okay. But then it bounces back up above. And it does that.
Yeah, but it's all about getting in. If you don't have no investments, you don't benefit from that trajectory. You actually lose.
You probably don't benefit. Yeah, you have a.
Yeah, because that trajectory is mostly based on how much money they print. Like, stocks and businesses ain't worth more. This SpaceX IPO, SpaceX ain't worth no couple $1 trillion. The dollars ain't worth shit.
Speculative.
But not just that, but all our dollars are getting worth less and less every day. That's why the eggs is costing more. That's why gas is going up. It ain't because no damn Hormuz Strait. That's just a smoke and mirrors. We don't even get our oil from over there. Mostly. But look, I got off topic. I run on a tangent on this for too long. All right, our last two topics. Well, we was talking about the NBA. So I wanted to conclude with the Knicks. I'm never been a Knicks fan or anything like that. I always liked point guards though, so they've always had good point guards that I've liked. But I never really followed or liked their team. I think
like Mark Jackson.
Yeah, I like Mark Jackson a lot. I like him a real lot. Uh, but as far as this team, this Knicks team, I've probably watched the most out of any team since I've been alive. Like his number of games, me paying attention
Really?
to. Yeah, I've even watched the Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart podcast a few times. Like so, I've seen them a lot more. I think it's just a cool thing to have three people that went to college together on the same team. When they show like the side by side pictures of them, like in the college, they all look hella young and baby faced, and then they clip to them now, and they just look. It looks aged a lot. Like when they show them pictures of Obama, like before he got president and after, their shit's not gray, but like the way that their faces and like they look hardened. Once you get to the NBA, like it hardens your face.
Losing, getting the NBA, and losing, not getting to the finals, not winning,
Didn't hurt.
Getting hurt.
Because I think people get hurt a lot less in college, like, and in high school. Like, it seems like once you get to the NBA, these motherfuckers be getting hurt all the time.
Yeah, good point.
All right, so who you picking for between New York and San Antonio?
Man, I'll pick San Antonio in 7. I don't think New York's going to fold. I think they're tougher. I think that's going to matter. And I think they're on a roll. They're playing really, really good. So I'm not just going to discount them. I'm going to give them their full power props and say they could take San Antonio to set without saying they're going to win. And you know, San Antonio's young. I don't think Wemby necessarily has achieved his full potential. I think he'll need the full 7 games to get his first championship. You know, maybe later on he'll be more dominant. He'll be able to knock off teams in 5 games, 6 games, but I think it's going to be a little bit hard for him.
Shit, I don't know enough about betting, but
and Wemby does seem to be affected by like people playing physical, and I mean New York, they're a heck of physical.
yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know what this fucking means. It looks like it means that they're on DraftKings is what I went to. That they've got New York Knicks plus 4.5. Think that means they expect them to win by 4.5 points. Is the current
The whole
odds
series or just game? Just game 1.
That's what I'm trying to think. I don't know if this. Oh, yeah. So this is just the game. Let me see. Let me do futures. Yeah, that's game 1. So they expect Knicks to win game 1 by 4.5 points, if I'm reading this correctly. Do they have? Can you see? Here we go. More bets. Oh, they just got a bunch of bets on the different points and shit that they can do. So they don't even show the second game yet. Or like the series is what I'm really trying to look for. Do they have any, like, who's going to win the series? But I don't see it. Well, my guess, I would say my hope is that New York wins it. Not my guess.
That would be awesome. That would be fun.
Because the way that this San Antonio team looks, they're so young. None of these players have any type of contract for I think, for at least 2 more years. So they're going to have this same kind of core. Like, they're definitely, if no one gets really hurt bad, going to win next year. Like, the odds on them. But I think they're still young enough to where you saw it in, what was it, Game 5, I think, where Wemby was hella tired. Like, I think New York is able. They have to pull it off because it's the only chance they're gonna get. They have to.
Game 1 is Wednesday?
I think it's Tuesday.
That seems mad far away. Tuesday? Okay.
Nope. Starts in 2 days, June 3rd. So, yeah, Wednesday, June 3rd.
Man, they get time. That's good rest.
Well, let me see. All right, well, last thing I got was there was another hip-hop person, Rob Bass, that passed away.
True.
But that's way before my time, technically. However, I think everyone has heard the song, even though it might be before. Like, it takes 2 to make a thing go right.
Oh.
Yeah. Like they got
one of the funnest songs ever made.
Yeah.
I'd have to say.
Definitely. I mean, if that's your one-hit wonder, it's a repeat one.
That's a good, true. That's a good point. Like, if you had to have a one-hit wonder, that would be the one I would choose for sure. There's no shame in that.
Yeah, nice, fun song, catchy.
Absolutely. Just fun.
Will
dancing.
Always be played.
Yep.
Look, they probably played it yesterday at the wedding. Or reception. So. All right. Well, you got any last special final words you want to leave for the folks? Do we have an update on what we know about next week, if we will be having a show or not?
I mean, I haven't heard anything for now, so I think we should just assume they're going to figure it out. It'll either be there or be somewhere else. I haven't heard any horrible last cancellation news, so I feel like Seven is a capable person, so let's just keep pushing it until we are told not to.
All right, for sure. So you heard it there,
June,
folks.
So June, yeah.
Next Saturday.
This Saturday.
Oh, yeah, this Saturday at this point.
This Saturday.
June 6th. We're at the Rise and Shine Cabaret Cafe right there in the district of Pacific Lutheran University.
Garfield Street. You know it.
Yep. All right, y'all. We'll be back next week. Hopefully May returns. He had other things to tend to today, so we'll catch you guys back, man.